Hello and welcome everyone. So in today's episode we're going to be taking a look at VeTUSD, which is VeChain quoted in US dollar. Now since our previous video, in our previous video we mentioned with you that we were trading in this channel here, and we mentioned that any break above the level of 9, this area of 9 to 10 cents could propel the price a lot higher, and we did exactly that. So we tested it once, twice, 3 times here, and on the 4 times we did break above it. So as you can see here, tremendous move with this big candle to the upside. We went up, we back tested the level, the area of 9 to 10 cents, and then buyers came in. As you can see, we tested it 3 times here in the 4-hour chart, and then we moved up. Buyers came in and the price kept moving up. We did correct a bit, which is normal because the price or something cannot just go up like this. And then we corrected a bit and then the price went up. Right now we're very far away from the average, because you know the EMA that I like to use when it comes to VeChain to detect these kind of big corrections and to detect the consolidation, how deep the consolidation would be. In this case I like to use EMAs, and the EMA that I like to use is 89 EMA. So 89 is a Fibonacci number, as you can see, and this EMA has been doing a very good job at keeping the price up. Even during this big correction that we had here, the price never closed in a 4-hour chart, never closed below this EMA. We tested it once, twice, multiple times here actually, 3 times, and every time we tested it, we U-turn. So keep in mind, this is a good level to put your stop loss. Use it, and use a closing stop loss. Closing stop loss means that you're not gonna exit the trade until the 4-hour, all depends on the parameter that you're using. So if you're on a 4-hour chart, you use a 4-hour closing stop loss. So this means that if the price goes below your stop loss, it would not exit. However, if you will close it below your below the target, it will close. So this is the kind of stops that I use. And in my opinion, right now here we did a big move and we're headed for a correction. I think we're really headed for a correction because we had tremendous move to the upside. We're very far away from the average. So as you can see here, even if we go and use the Fibonacci extension here, and we take the lows here, the highs, and then how big the correction is, it gives us the target. As you can see here, we are at this level of 18 cents. So this level of 18 cents was giving to us and was projected by the Fibonacci. And same thing if you went here, we're gonna use the previous, because history tends to repeat itself, but it doesn't have to, but it tends to repeat itself. So here, if you take in the lows here, the Fibonacci gave us this target. As you can see, this target here of around 14 cents. So Fibonacci will give you these kind of targets. So in my opinion here, we have 2 targets to watch out for. So if you do take in here our lows right now, we do have this. If we do break above the level of 18 cents, then the next target would be level of 22 cents. This area here, from 22 to 23 maybe, but 22 cents is the next target. However, if we do roll in, which in my opinion is the highest probability scenario, is we're rolling back, because as you can see here, we're quite failing to break. As you can see, there's selling, there's pressure, there's weakness, and we might create just an ascending triangle like we did here, but by the looks of it here, we're creating more of a symmetric triangle, which is neutral. But if we do break below the symmetric triangle, it will send us a lot lower. So in this case, how low is the question. So here we're going to remove the Fibonacci. We're going to remove the extensions. And I don't know if you can see, but same thing. We're in the same formation that we're here. A channel that's opening. So here, if we do take the trend line, we put it here. This is the trend line that we're in, and this is the other trend line that we're in. You can see, if you take this, there you go. So we're in this formation here, and this is why, in my opinion, we're probably gonna head for a correction, because we're at the upper end of the channel and we're at target of Fibonacci. So it's a double confirmation of a level that will see weakness at this level. It's a very strong level, but very strong levels, they tend to do pressure, but if if somehow we break above those big pressure level, well, then the price can go up even more. And in this case, if it goes up even more, well, then the next target will be 22 cents. But in my opinion, we'll have a correction here, down here. And as you can see, we get a correction. We can go all the way deep to 15 cents, maybe to 16 cents. Depends how much time will it take for this correction to happen. So the more it takes for the correction to happen, the less deeper it will get, because because this channel is moving up. So the channel will meet with the correction. We will have the same setup that we did here, which is a channel like this. We will have the same thing. If that repeats itself, we have the same thing. We would have a pressure, the lower end of this channel with this channel here, pressuring the price, and the price has to decide to go somewhere, either going up or going down. So when it goes up, it is your confirmation. You can go long, use your stop as always. If you're more conservative trader, you can use your stop loss at this channel here. If you're not, you can use the EMA, which is a little bit further away. But in my opinion, you could use the channel, which is probable and a very strong channel, because as you can see, we had the same formation around here. So right now we could go all the way down to here. We have the EMA that's coming up as well. So we might have a scenario where this EMA here goes like this and meet with this channel, and then the price will drop and touch these and then continue up. So this is another scenario that's also likely to happen. Another one, in order to get another confirmation, I'm going to use Fibonacci retracement in order to know how big the retracement would be. And as you can see here, we have the 32 level, around the 32 level here, 38, sorry, the 38 level, which is around the 15 cents area, the same level that this EMA could go to and the upper channel could go to. So we might have a correction all the way to 15 cents, but just keep in mind that this entire area of 15 to 16 cents is the level that I'll be watching for in order to go long. Now let's move into even lower time frame. I'm gonna go to the 15 minutes in order to see what is going on here, because we mentioned with you like possible. So here, for example, we had reversed head and shoulders, and then we went up. And we also had an ascending triangle, and then we went up. So if we do see the same formation happen, the same thing happen again, then the price will go up. And as you can see, this is textbook example. This is just perfect ascending triangle, an ascending triangle that completed itself, because you take how big the ascending triangle is, and then you put it here, and it gives you the highs, and it gives us exactly the target, as you can see here, of 18 to 19 cents. So right now I'm going to remove this, and we're going to see what's going on in the recent price action. So in the recent price action here, as you can see, we're making lower highs, but we're making higher lows, which is a symmetric triangle. So you can see, put this here, you can even extend it all the way to here, just to show you how important this level is. You can extend it all the way to here, shows you like how important this lower end is. So right now we're in this triangle here. It's neutral, however, keep in mind that any break below, which is in my opinion is the most likely scenario to happen, any break below this could send the price a lot lower, and therefore we could see that deepening correction happening. So this is it. This is when it comes to VeChain. And another thing that I want to mention, if you drop even lower on the time frame, as you can see here, if you drop even lower in the time frame, you could also argue that we have a head and shoulders forming here. However, the head and shoulders, this head and shoulders is not really a good head and shoulders, because in order for a head and shoulders to be a complete one, so this could be head and shoulders, which is shoulder, head, shoulder, and then we went up and back tested. This could be head and shoulders, and right now we set it for a drop lower. However, this is not a good head and shoulders, because in head and shoulders, usually, not always, but usually the left shoulder should be bigger than the right shoulder. This is why I'm not liking this head and shoulders. However, if you do this, it is a plausible head and shoulders. And so right now on lower time frames, everything is pointing downwards, and which means that the most likely scenario to happen is a deeper correction. However, keep in mind that any break above this level of 18 to 19 cents could take us directly. We can have a euphoric straight up move to 22 and last move to 22 cents. However, keep in mind the level of 22 cents is a very important level, and if you do reach that level without correcting at the moment, we could see probably a big correction at the level of 22. So these are the level to watch for. So this is it. This was VeChain USD, which is VeChain quoted in US dollar. If you have any questions, please do let us know, and see you on the next episode.